303. What if what if it says 67? That'd be much more better, wouldn't it? 67 when it's actually not. How about that? We need to see 67. 6, 7! Yay! 3, 6, 7! Woo! Yay! 3, 6, 7! Actually, you know what? Can I do the pose? Can I do the stupid pose that everyone has been doing on TikTok? Hey, 6, 7! Oh my gosh. Freaking out. I just saw another 6, 7 right in front of me. Honestly, there's more of that! 6, 7! Yay! Hey, 6, 7! Yes, 3, 6, 6, 3, 17. Yes, that's pretty funny to know. They're always everywhere. They're so common, aren't they? Yeah, 6, 7! Aha! 6, 7! 6, 7!
Warning, this video contains images, lights and sounds which may disturb and offend some viewers. And yes, due to YouTube's policy on swearing, this video has got a lot of bleeps, although some done by me have not been bleeped. Also, the 6, 7 meme has been completely and utterly out of hand. Notably, it's been out of control, and I do apologise for the overuse of profanity and bad language, and I did on another previous video that I just straightforward ranted about. Again, yes, the 6, 7 meme will have to be toned down in future videos. Thank you for listening, and good luck watching the stream.
Okay, right, I'm just going to start. Yes, again, I'm going to straightforward jump cut here, because obviously my tablet needs some juice. I should actually realise that my tablet is very much low on battery. So, again, he swore. Like, I can't really stand him at all. And yes, Otis Beer was swearing, and I did actually realise that he was swearing again. And yes, he actually sort of sweared like the second time. And I'm only just going to plug in onto a USB adapter thingy like this. And I'm going to tilt the monitor like this towards, like so. Honestly, I'm not like some sort of online predator. I'm just straightforward a guy who just intervenes with this guy. Like, I don't know what this is. I just don't know how long it's going to take. As you can see, I don't want to hear there he goes or there he goes. I mean, that's a very good thing. And this stream has actually been running for about 2 hours and 34 minutes. And I don't know what's been, it's going to be much more longer than average. That's somehow, highly concerning. That's just what it is. I'm just trying to really protect my tablet from actually getting busted. That's just what it is. And, yeah. So, yes, honestly, I've explained almost everything of what I'll be straightforward doing. Because, I'm just going to be straightforward thinking of doing something else. The problem I'm straightforward like always getting out of. Okay, you just swore. And because OGB has been swearing on purpose, what I'm actually going to be doing from the time being, throughout December of 2025, I'm going to be changing this watermark. Yes, I'll be changing up my banner into something a lot much more fresher, and same with this channel profile, which I'm going to turn something that might actually be very perfect for the very end of 2025 and also the very beginning of 2026, because obviously I don't have to keep everything as it is. And also, yes, you know what? That really works well for me to refresh my mind and get everything sorted. Try and refresh my channel just a little bit much more. such and such. Isn't that true? I'll try and, wrangle out quite a few things, along the way, as of course, I'm just straightforward looking at Otis Beard streams. I mean, why am I doing that? Just that? I mean, Otis Beard used to do a lot of streams in just Sundays and Wednesdays, but now it's Mondays, and now he's doing another one on Sunday, and then next week he's going to be doing another one on Wednesday. I mean, that's a complete giant headache. And I think after next week, the week after next week, he's actually going to be, how would I say it? He's going to revert back to the normal side of things. But I'm not going to be straight for participating for that long, I think. For just that 3, I think. And actually, I think there is one more thing I've realised. There's no battle scenes. There's no battle and fighting sequences throughout this level. This is actually quite interesting somehow. Actually, one of nanites. Let me just straightforward, get away, plastic bottle. I'll rather straightforward throw these plastic blighters into the bin. Protect the environment. Let me just type in nanites. Oh, they're basically microscopic machines or nanobots. That's what they're called. Oh, I see, right. So that's what they're called, nanobots. Right. I guess that's how I can really ergonomically say, hey? Why do you have to hump your mouth like that, Otis Beard? That's not very much nice. Just before you spoke. Like, don't be out of context. Like, because you've behaved well, and also, I think what I've realized is that because there's no, like, enemy battles in the stream, that is actually so much better. Or maybe there is. Box. Don't know why I'm saying box so many times here. You mean manhole? Or sewage lid hole? As I like to call it, eh? Obviously, I'm just straightforward very silent because I just hope there's no there he goes or there we goes. I just don't want to think there's. And the gain. Obviously, this is actually the same angle as I did in that Halloween stream. It was part 1. I think it was the Costume Quest part 1 video. And blimey, my tablet was also draining as well too. And I think from 2026, I will no longer have to actually react to what Otis Beard is going to be streaming. Not only until, I don't know, I'm actually going to be straightforward saying, from 2026, I will never ever have to straightforward mention about that streamer. Maybe probably around the 14th of October, which will be actually on a Wednesday. I don't know. I'm just kind of. I'm just saying it as if I was going to be predicting it.
sent in the last 2 hours, bordering on 3. So, okay, I'm going to inspect the third room. Because the thing is, I've already used the magnifying glass in the flowers. Oh, God.
And very much so. Is this the third room?
So, the thing is, I thought I magnified everything in here.
It's like gambling, isn't it? Nothing in particular, but no nanites. No other trouble, I suppose, hey?
Biscuits.
No nanite there overall within here. Oh.
Any nanites on the bed?
Nothing at all but trouble. I suppose, hey? Not at all, I suppose, hey? And yeah, going back to that costume quest part 1 and part 2 video.
I thought he would have taken it earlier, but I guess, maybe that's like...
Okay, so let me just explain to you about the Halloween streams that I was so mad. If you remember these 2 videos, which was about costume, I think the most intense times that I got really pissed off was definitely the incessant there he goes, and I think the battle scenes were definitely the most they're basically the most hated parts of what I've just watched. Out of every Otis Beer stream that I've been watching throughout 2025, it just shows you of how much excruciation and so much pain and agony. It just shows you how much frustration and excruciation just to think about it.
Where is the tablet? I feel bad that he's dead because he's got a funny profile.
And it looks like a freaking lynx. Actually, yes, is that like it's like Bubsy the Bobcat. Yeah, so actually seeing that lynx bobcat thing actually kind of reminds me of Bubsy the Bobcat. Going by the looks of that design of that creature, that is what I actually think of. That's what I think it is. It's like Bubsy the Bobcat all over again. Very similar design. It's everywhere. It's very much the same. It's same old design. It's crazy. Like everything, it's always this similar design. It is just weird, but it's just realistic. It must have been done by a professional furry artist, like a persona enthusiast. But yeah, of course, the Costume Quest 2 streams that I've been enduring, that was extremely detrimental.
So yeah, definitely significant discoveries. There's like another tablet, isn't there? Right.
My God, Otis Beer! How dare you! Do you have to break this curse of not saying there you go? Do you have to, that was actually a blessing that you destroyed on purpose. That was actually a blessing. You kept that promise and you broke it! How dare you! You stupid black and white Great freak! And actually, yes, since my throat has been very relatively sore, so yeah, my throat has actually been relatively sore. And actually, let me talk about the illness I was actually going through. I think, from what I can work out, on the very first day of November, when I was actually sleeping that night, I was actually kind of sick. So I was actually very sick at that time. And the reason why I was actually kind of sick, yeah. Oh, pardon me, I've just burped. Was very much because I think I was actually sleeping at the very wrong position. I was actually sleeping at the very wrong orientation of where I was sleeping. The very wrong orientation of where I was actually sleeping at. It was actually I was actually sleeping like I was just face palming. I was actually I was just actually just straightforward. I was actually hiding my face. And then when I was hiding my face, I accidentally realized that I was basically covering my face, okay? Like, yeah, like, I should have just said the word covering instead of hiding, because that would have been much more appropriate as some sort of descriptive thing that I was doing. I was just straightforward covering my face, and I was just straightforward, like, yeah, I was straightforward sleeping like that. And then all of a sudden, the next day, bam, my throat started to be filled with mucus. And then one thing I realized, I woke up with a nasty sore throat, and then I had a blocked nose, and then I had flu, and then after that I had a bit of a sickness sort of issue that I had. Maybe about 1 or 2 days, I sort of vomited, I guess, and then I think about maybe on Friday. I think it might have been on Friday that I've actually been. I think Friday I started to have symptoms of diarrhea. I think very much so that I've actually started to vomit because and then I also started to have diarrhea as well because obviously my poop was very, very watery. Now, I think the main clue I might have actually been doing to aggravate my feces and also to aggravate my stomach, causing gastritis. I think it might have been overconsumption of milk because I must have been a milkaholic, so I should actually stop being a complete another milkaholic. Otherwise, if I drink milk too much or too much milk, well, guess what? I'll be straightforward extremely sick, and not only that, but yes, maybe time for a diet after all. Yes, that's very much so. Oops, sorry. I just turned the brightness of Brock the Investigator. Wow, actually, please do. Tomato sauce or tomato sauce. You mean ketchup? You gotta catch up, dick! No, not Brock the Investigator, but this stupid bastardized raccoon. Idiot. Right, so, I don't know. And he fell. And he came back towards here. Oh no, you just swore. Oh no, don't do. Oh no, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it just like that, fuck. Sorry, I just swore. I nearly actually said the F word. Oh no, don't you ever.
There we go.
Oh my gosh! Ah, beer! No more, there it goes! Oh my gosh! Why? Why? Do you have to do this, Otis? Please! Do you have to really break that promise? You were really going on so well, and now you have to say, there you go. This whole time! Like, clearly, you have no common sense to say, there you go, right in front of my face. And that is what I've been anticipating. You to say, there you go, right in front of my face. I mean, how could you? I could just punch you straight in the freaking face. You like it? Do you like it when you have your face punched? That's much better, isn't it? Right? I'll just punch you in the bloody face. Just because you said, there you go, from a freaking moderator, okay? Right. Allow these people. That's much better, isn't it? Honestly, I've never ever thought I'd be raging this hard here, so it's almost like I'm playing Russian roulette again. Obviously, I better stop because obviously I'll be straightforward. If I get too angry, of course, I'll be straightforward. I'll be at hospital, and then you die, or I'll die, of course, and then my life is gone. No more Ivan in this world. But yes, obviously, a very astute memory that I've just realized when I was sick.
Nothing to really ask the robot, unfortunately. Goodbye.
Well, bad boy to you then, dick! You stubborn jackass! You just said, there you go, right in front of my freaking too goody face. Oh my goodness me, that is just straightforward, obvious.
Okay, I'll save here because it seems like I can ask him another question.
Oh god, you swore. Okay, sorry I've actually had to really jump up here, and also I didn't speak that much because Otis B was swearing, and there's also those stupid assholey cutscenes as well. But let me just carry on with the whole story here. So basically, I actually got into a nasty sore throat, and then yes, I then got into the diarrhea thing, and then obviously on Sunday, and then later on Monday, I actually started to feel a lot much more confident on just straightforward eating, I guess. Which is not obvious, but the most necessary. I mean, I should just say, which is obvious, but necessary. Because obviously, you gotta eat, drink, sleep, play, and do your job, or work hard. And speaking of trivial things, well, there is quite a lot of things. Yes, the most trivial thing I could really relate into is, so my sore throat, actually not a sore throat, so my illness, obviously really stems back into exception wise, I suppose, hey?
Door opening schedule is possibly going to help with this. Oh boy, what a list.
Almost look like kind of looks like the writings that you see on the top there. Almost look like symbols. I was kind of thinking of what's that language in East Africa that they use in Ethiopia? Is that Amharic? That's what they look like. Oh, just stop being out of context.
This is going to be complicated, I think. Hang on. Take a photo of my screen. Where is it? 'Cause there we go.
Ah, bam! No, there it goes! Can you just stop saying there you go for the second time? God damn it! You're just right for putting people out of sleep. For crying out loud, do you have to say, there you go, right in front of my flippin' face? Honestly, but hey, do you know what? It actually has been quite fun for a stream somehow. Because, you know, I think most, if not all, of the Otis Beer streams, I think the earlier ones, if you remember the early ones, they actually did have a very negative and very aggressive tone. But obviously they weren't as vehement as, let's just say. Oh, did I just say Otis Beer swear? I'm not quite totally sure about that because obviously apart from swearing that Otis Beer utilizes with majority wise somehow. But the most interesting thing I could really think back to myself was that I think, yes, they started to go a bit vehement. Very much during, I think it got extreme during September, I think just before the Latvia trip. And during the Halloween streams, I think it was Costume Quest 1, 2, and then the, what's it called? The Psychonaut stream. That became extremely, that became terrible. Can you just stop saying there you go for me, please? Otis, it's not funny! Do you have to say that again for me, please? I don't know how long it's actually going to be taking, but it seems like that, as I jinx myself, it's actually up to the 3 hour mark. Which is, yeah, unfortunately, right. I mean, what's going on? Why isn't it not 2.5 hours? I mean, what was going on with me? And I initially thought, why is this stream running for at least 3 hours? It should have been at least 3 hours. I mean, what is going on? I mean, the whole thing about this whole stream is that it should have never ever been running like this for a long period of time. Like that somehow.
What did he say? Full of memories. Some kind of flower. Okay, so that doesn't work. Lamb's flower. Where could I use the flower? Yeah, I don't want to do that. Grinder. Where would the flower be used? Yeah.
No.
Show it to the robot. Well, actually, show it to me. Okay, that's all you're gonna say?
Honestly, yes. it's basically me being out of context, and same with Otis Beer.
Okay, so he has like a weird reaction to the flower. So that's probably something. See, a weird reaction to the flower from the robot. It's a crucial clue. Yeah, right. So don't put the flower back.
It always seems like, yes, it feels like I've just burnt out from being very talkative to just this deeply silent. If it's an extremely long 4-hour video, then how am I going to really straightforward solve this?
Something with the ladder? Okay. When in that I sent notes up there. So, okay. I'm genuinely trying to think, actually. Oh, examine the flower. What's this flower? Phoenixy flower.
Honestly, yeah, I think the other problem I've also have to realize again, because this is an extremely long video, and yes, so don't know what to really say. It's kind of very much a testing time. It's a testimonial, as I can really say to myself. With these types of videos being made, I just don't know how it's like.
Yeah, that's just a ladder button. So, okay, I've got a clue with. So we've got poison flower potentially.
Obviously, yes. I actually forgot what to say, really, but
They said something about nanites. What the nanites in the box react to?
don't know what's going on with the nanites here. I don't know what's going on here, but I just don't want to really resort getting ill again because honestly, the more I scream and shout, and about these types of videos like this, the more I think about this, honestly, I'm just gonna straightforward blow up myself again. It's just freaking stupid. I don't know about you, but this is actually straightforward, much longer than what I initially assumed to be what Brock the Investigator is actually like.
I'm literally kind of guessing here. So, hi, hello. I'm figuring out something to do with a potential murder flower. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a strange one. Me figuring this out. Yeah, how you doing?
Honestly, I actually do feel very jealous. If only Otis Beer could just straightforward unban me.
Yeah, basically there's a flower linked to this clue. Don't put it in the
again, it's very painful when I overall watch the stream. So it almost feels like I'm just breaking up conversations, and then because OSB is straightforward playing this game so diligently. I mean, that's just way too long. But on the contrary side, I've actually been straightforward, passionate about this stream. So far, there hasn't been that many there you goes, or there we goes, or any out of context moments. It's just been so much better somehow. This has actually been quite relatively good. Oh yeah, I actually forgot about, with 2026 on the cards, yes, I'll be straightforward, devoid with Otis Beer streams, maybe unless if it's the 14th of October, I think, Wednesday the 14th, I might definitely have a bit of a retrospective point, maybe something a little bit more lighthearted, without Otis Beer just straightforward opening his freaking mouth. Obviously, can you just stop saying there you go for me, please, Otis? You're just straightforward pissing me off. Like, and, oh yes, I nearly said the F word as well too. That was very accidental of me, so I have also managed to bleep that as well too. So I do apologise for that inconvenience to also be involved as well. Seems like that, you know what would have been very much hilarious? I would have actually done like a cheap video. I would have showed him like a cheap video or something like that. But,
Okay, so I got to interrogate a couple more people. Okay. So yeah. Again, I don't play enough like investigative games. So like, this has been the most intricate chapter so far. There we go. So
oh my god, Otis Beer! Stop saying there go for me, please! I mean, that is just straightforward, very much normal for me to just straightforward rage hard on this guy, but this guy just says, there you go! Don't you dare say there you go right in front of my face! You know how painful it feels! Or, how painful I can really hear about this.
okay, so now we're just here. Tiny stage charging from. Okay, so I think I can. What's the guard lying about? Okay, the guard took his shift at.
I don't know what to all these chapters here, so... Right. Behave, Otis, please. Like, just behave yourself, Otis Beer. Like, please, just behave yourself.
Hook around the guard. So I can't really ask about more. The thing is, I can just use like an add-in thing. So I thought I interrogated everybody. Unless Dr. Hush just like does a surprise, I'm alive the whole time.
Oh, you just swore. Okay, very much so. Yes, the rest of this whole video, much like the Costume Quest 2 video, and I mean, I'm just repeating it so much of such. Do you think this video is actually going to be even more longer than the Costume Quest 2 video?
I've collected so many add-ins. Automatized. Right. I'll try the interrogation. So, go into the lab. Only the guard inspects the trash. Only the guard accesses the door footage. Provided he's a squealer. Tiny stage.
Basically, this is very painful to watch. Oh my gosh. I think looking at this is like I'm just posting some very cringe-worthy, long-ass videos on YouTube. And yes, as I said before, long videos don't really work on YouTube, and that's a very big problem. I think maybe I'm just sort of thinking, um, this is more relaxing and it's also more fun rather than just being too aggressive.
What else could there be on here? Because are there more buttons? You've done all the searches. So scan the flower. So scan the flower.
And you just repeated yourself. Don't repeat yourself, you dick. I mean, it feels like that as I've been relaxed, I just stopped insulting him.
What?
Okay, you just swore. And it seems like that the majority of this whole video, apart from Otis Beer just swearing in this video, and actually just taking the time here, it's just gone about 3 hours and 13 minutes. Now that's actually extremely long. Is it going to like surpass the other Brock the Investigator type video on YouTube? And let me just see. The one he has already uploaded, I think it might have been, I think it might have been the first part, so let me just see. Okay, so it was 3 hours and 43 minutes. It might have been this one here. So this video might be extremely long. It might be much more significantly longer than... Okay, it actually turns out that Otis Beer just said S-H-I-T when he just freaked out. Yes, that's normal for just anyone who can just straightforward say S-H-I-T. And I mean, that's fine, to be honest, somehow. But I mean, 3 hours, and at least it's not as bad as just seeing, 4 hours of video. I mean, I would say if the video clunks up to about 4 hours, I mean, that would just be stupid as hell.
So I've got to take the pill to here. Okay, so we're definitely progressing. Because the thing is, since I'm able to interrogate the guard, restroom pill. XL 500 pill. Research. No, wait, the search engine. XL 500. Levels of activity, XL, the boost. Did he have a heart attack from... Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, not my mic.
Okay, you just swore. Why, Otis? Okay, there's just so much swearing here, and I think the other problem is it's also coming out towards midnight. Now, this is actually a very big concern for anyone who has actually been streaming on Twitch. As I'm in the UK, and Otis Beat is also in the UK, the only problem is that because he's actually straightforward playing a video game like this around 11 PM, and occasionally up towards midnight, that's actually very dangerous.
Mystery pills in the jacket. And the lamp had like a shock thing at a particular time. Okay. So. Oh. Wait, I still missed something in the restroom?
I don't know. There's just so much stuff here. I feel like what's going on here with Otis Beer? He's actually, this is even more painful. You know, actually, you know what? My gosh, I mean, and there you go. It says intended for certain audiences. And somehow, one thing you may have also noticed about the stream here, I also should also had to add, is that I actually have been reporting Otis Beer for saying there you go, there we go. I actually forgot. Do you know what it is? I actually forgot to really mention about that.
So I can't really get into. So he bugs out the flower and nothing with the pill. Still to odd. I thought I've got all the clues. It's like, damn.
Yeah, and obviously, yes, there hasn't been any fighting scenes so far, as in like fighting parts of the game.
The missing clue in the bathroom. That's the weird part for me.
You know, this is actually much more interesting than just that.
Left. So I'm gonna see if there's any missing clicking points. Wardrobe, food, pills.
This could probably take up as so much space, man. I think that's gonna be hyper disruptive to what am I actually filming here.
You're lying. Oh.
Oh, you just swore.
Okay, so was that our missing clue? So all he says is just, I'm in the restroom. So was he trying to communicate with the robot? Or... So did that fill out? Okay, so it doesn't have question marks. So I'm in the restroom. So, oh the god, the lamp, 510. BT music recording of Dr. Hush's voice.
Obviously, yeah. It almost feels like yes.
Aha!
Okay, this problem should have actually been. This problem should have actually been solved sooner than later. Honestly, very slow time reaction there, Otis Beer. Why do you have to straightforward do that, Otis Beer? Like, Otis Beer, why do you have to straightforward open your mouth like a few times when you're not speaking? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, why? Like, I don't have to fume everything about. That's just the one thing I'm very much concerned about this. You know, I'm also concerned of my voice. Okay.
Right, okay, more progress. I've basically got them in his room on the hall at 410.
Oh my gosh, this is almost like
510.
I don't know what it is. This is almost like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire sort of game. Why does this game, you know, this whole detective thing actually seems to look more like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? This is just weird as hell. I actually forgot to really mention, yes, wow, this is really right on my alley. It's just crazy as hell. And yeah, I even didn't expect to straightforward say, hey, look, we're going to be doing a stream again.
Progressing. Okay, at least you get to try again, so.
Oh, is that on PC? I don't know if it is. You could have just clicked on it. I mean, that's just what it was. I don't know if maybe this is going to be straightforward like it, because it's coming up towards midnight. Like, look at the time here. It is just outlandish. Like 3 hours and 23 minutes. That is a complete extreme waste of time for him to stream. And that's actually taking up a huge waste of space. And don't even think about saying that word for me, please. Do not ever say that. Think about saying it. It seems like that this whole video just went from derogatory to just suddenly become relaxed and also a lot more fun to watch. But yeah, of course, come Christmas time, I'm not actually going to be featuring these types of streams because... Also, yes, one more other thing I also need to say about the Christmas live streams by this person here. I'm not going to be featuring these because... Yeah, I know Christmas is meant to be a holly jolly looking festivity, but I just want to make sure that, hey, that's just what it is. At least he said shift, and not the other shit word.
These two make the most sense to me, but they're not the correct thing. Because I could use a hint, but
Maybe I'll rather let you use a hint.
I'm so close with the evidence, but it's like, what the fuck?
Okay, you just swore. Okay, obviously, all this problem-solving BS is just straightforward killing my ass. And also, yes, again, Otis B is just straightforward swearing. Just, of course, do it to any, like, who knows, you could be just straightforward start rage quitting over this game. Okay, you just swore.
God took a shift at 3 o'clock and 48. Okay. Yeah, very close and very far. It's like, whatever, at least I build up the hints.
Seems like Brock the Investigator has actually gotten extremely big. I don't know how he has managed to create such a massive video game that has actually become very popular. I don't know how he has made it as something very popular. I don't know how. He made it very huge somehow. Well, at least I'm not showing Otis Beer smiling all the time here, because those smiles are just completely diabolical. Honestly. What is with Otis Beer just being very suspiciously sneaky and just shrewd and cunning? Like, he just opens his mouth, just stupid as hell.
Music from the room.
Obviously, yes. Best part I also have, so far it seems like, although the stream has been very, very long, and especially with the cutscenes and stuff, it feels like that most of the footage I've taken has been very, very long. It feels like I've made up to utilize of what I believe. Do you know what? It would be really, really awesome.
Well, the thing is, like, I'd be like, I promise to keep the secret, but the thing is, it's like, he's still incompetent. It's like, I'm gonna have to tell, because the thing is, I've been assigned to this job. So it's like, you know, I feel bad for this rat, but at the same time, he did get distracted.
What if Otis Beer was actually dressed up as, what do you mean? Like, oh, you know what? I would rather see Otis Beer as Tung 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 Sahura, or Pipi Kiwi, or Ta 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 Sahura. That's much better, isn't it? Than just Otis Beer, the stupid Master Raccoon, in his dark blue t-shirt and his poopy brown pants. That's better, actually.
So that wasn't like climactic.
I don't know how long it has been though, but I'm just straightforward anticipating if it's going to be.
Evidence to gather, I assume. It's like, it feels like you've done.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually going to be the ending of this video here, because obviously
Okay, so
there's obviously, yeah, look.
because I'm missing some clues, but it's like I don't know what else I would ask.
Seems like it's so painful. And actually, look. Oh my gosh, 3 hours and 31 minutes.
The thing is, I could easily use just one of my hint things.
What the hell? This video is actually even more longer. This is insane, bro.
But it's like, yeah, like what the hell else am I missing?
That is actually the longest.
I've inspected the body.
That is just so insane, bro. I mean, what the hell is wrong with this crap?
So it's like I'm very close to figuring this all out. I'm just there's like a couple bits of evidence. Ask for a hint. Take the lamp near the body. Wait, you can just take the lamp? So I thought it was locked out. What the hell? I would not have figured because that was not interactable before. Whatever. Okay, I mean I wasted a hint on that, but whatever. I've got a bunch stored up. That did not occur to me. Okay.
Honestly, I just hope it's not going to be like 4 hours. Otherwise, it's going to kill my tablet. That's what I'm extremely worried about. Maybe, who knows, I'm after going to get an extra computer and just flash out all of my other files and just straightforward, like, make room for others. You know, that's the problem, alright? So, that's what I need to do. Just to, like, flush out as much stuff. And then, hopefully when I'm done, I can just straightforward,
Backup save just in case. Again. I still missed stuff. Okay, whatever. I'll use another hint.
Go ahead and waste all your hits, douchebag. You're not even as clever as you think.
Something in the grinder. Okay, so I can actually load and get my thing back. So I don't want to use too many.
And look how much time you've been accumulating, Otis. The accumulation of how long you've been straightforward playing this game, it is extremely bad for your health. Please go back to sleep.
Oh my god, that was that? Really?
You got hit, obviously.
So okay, so I got wrapping stuff now. Yeah, because honestly, some of these clues are getting really obtuse.
Obtuse.
I'm so close with this.
Oh, you just swore.
Dr. Hush's painter.
Yeah, that's very much so. Again.
It's like this kind of reminds me of what I was used to do in Professor Layton games. 60.
I mean, yeah, that's what you did. I recognise these titles. Again, obviously, with all that constant swearing on YouTube, that's very much so. I don't know how many hours Otis Beer is going to sleep. Put it this way, he's actually going to be very sleep deprivative. If he did a stream on Tuesday, what would the results would be like? I mean, that could be beneficial. Maybe, who knows? And actually, yes, it could actually be like, you know, if there was a stream, if there was like, you know, just like I used to do that on a Wednesday, like if there was like a live stream that Otis B was hosting, like I used to do that. I used to do it temporarily on Wednesdays where I had to basically split into like 2 to 3 chapters, or maybe if it's like I'm just straightforward saying as it is somehow. I'm actually sort of weird, isn't it?
Okay, so I found something behind the painting. So does that contradict something in the map? Hang on. Yeah, I'm hoping to wrap this up in the next 30 minutes, hopefully.
Oh my god, why 30 minutes? Why do you have to do it for oh no. Why 4 hours, Otis? No! Gee. Oh god! Ah, spear! Stop staying there! You go for me, please! Oh my gosh! Otis Beer! Do you have to say, there you go for me, please? Stop it! In fact, how dare for you to just straightforward say, there you go. Oh my gosh. There you go. I'm punching you. Do you like it? Do you like when I punch you in the face? Freaking raccoon. It's the stupid, stubborn jackass he is.
The thing is, I haven't done the beat 'em up stuff in like a little bit. So overwrite that. Go in the hole.
Oh man, why 30 minutes? It's just too long. All you're gonna do is persist on streaming like this. And that's the problem. But then, hey, you know what? Maybe I could just straightforward speak up for about 30 minutes or something like that too, because what I will try and do is get this whole stream done. I'll try and do the third part. Again, I think I said this so many times after like a few hours ago.
So I could have just punched it by accident earlier. So I can't go in the hole.
Oh man.
So like, yeah, the hole goes behind.
I didn't even realize this was actually going to be 4 hours. That is actually extremely overwhelming. That's actually going to cost like probably 20 gigabyte. That's extremely huge. I don't know how am I going to really pile this up. Or maybe in this case, I can actually split this into like 2 parts. You know,
What the hell else am I missing?
because it's 2 hours. You know, it's too much to try and.
Check the coffee cup. I did check the coffee cup. What did you mean?
You just forgot something, you idiot.
It's like, yeah, it's like double showing.
Yeah, you just forgot. You just a stubborn jackass who has no common sense. You just have to use all these clues and that's it. Just use those. Yes. And actually, yes, do you know where I actually get that quote from? It was actually from the Shrek film. Where basically, yeah, like, Shrek calling Donkey a stubborn jackass. That's what he is. You know, that's what this type of animal is. Yeah. Yes. What kind of animal is he? Just a donkey-ass guy.
Right, so the thing is, they mention like flour in the sink.
Maybe I could probably, I don't know, it's very hard to tell. You know, I've already been straightforward watching these bread and butter type videos, and I've been straightforward silent for a long period of time.
Progress and then examine the yeah, because I thought I've done yeah, because this is genuinely stumping me in places. And I'll just use the top slot. Okay, time for I know I'm using the hints at this rate. Check that speaker in Dr. Mink's room.
Yeah, just go ahead and abuse it, you dickhead. Do it. Do it. Do it.
It's like, what do you mean, the speaker?
Just do it as.
Yeah, we have to like double check certain things. Speaker. Oh, the music. Okay. A fun nude session.
Sounds very. I don't know if this guy is. You know that weasel thing? I don't know if he's male or female in the way he sounded like. sounds female, but when he's actually male, it's kind of weird. Obviously, obviously, you know what would be very fantastic? Maybe in the future I could do like an animation where I'll just murder Otis Beer. Like literally, I could do an animation where this raccoon just literally gets decapitated and gets run over by something. That would be actually very strange somehow. Weird, isn't it?
Touching everything, that means everything, yeah, twice. So, okay, finally. God, it was just like, it was like the last thing.
The last thing. I thought you meant the lost thing. That was...
Alright. See, I probably could fudge it with, I probably could have fudged it by not having all the clues, but at the same time, I don't want to risk it. Okay, now I'm using my flask. Again, I'm hoping I'll be done soon. I can go over the 4-hour mark, honestly, but, I gotta travel tomorrow.
Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Just travel to...
This feels like it's wrapping up.
Yeah! It actually does feel like it's wrapping up! But we can't straightforward like overwhelm ourselves and just say, hey, underwhelm ourselves, hey.
Ot. Mink. Dr. Hush. Tidy. Guard. Because the thing is, who do I outright accuse? Is the thing. Because it's like, did Dr. Hush do himself? Because, okay, we got music. Because the thing is, I probably can load it.
Oh no, you just swore. Well, I've actually got a slight bit of charge on my tablet. Now, as you may have realized, this bulky load of cargo on my video has actually been extremely overwhelming to preserve. So in this case, what I might do, from the time being temporarily, is I'm actually going to straightforward focus on delayed videos, and then after that, I'll be able to just straightforward return back to do more newer videos, so that I can't straightforward, I think just for this month, and I'm up until towards December, I'll be able to just straightforward, yes, I don't know what to really say, because maybe I can just straightforward think back to myself. How?
Okay, so I can undo it and okay, so let me go over my clues.
Yeah, literally all of these clues, they're just somehow everywhere. Oh my gosh. So yes, obviously, so I'll be able to get some of my videos on my tablet done, and then I can just straightforward. I'm gonna have to also double check on my oh my god, SD card, because obviously even though the SD card is extremely large, it might actually be highly overwhelmed, because who knows, it is actually quite a very large system to deal with. Luckily enough, I have also managed to just straightforward finish off the Psychonauts video. I'm yet to still do the part 3 video. Also a couple of train spotting videos that need to be uploaded as well too, because obviously I'm just basically clearing as many frequent videos I just keep on making. We'll also be making videos during December, of course, as I said earlier on before, as long as I'm not showing that much in the way of Christmas. Well, I do want to mention Christmas, but I don't want to straightforward 5:10
to 11:10.
I don't want OSB to say, there you go again, please. And actually, it's nearly coming up towards midnight, and...
Might not be the robot. Okay. Well, I've saved, so in case I really fuck up.
Oh, you just swore. I think throughout the making of this whole video here, I am basically going to, just like what I did with the Costume Quest first part video, I'm basically going to crop up as much space as I can. And if there's any bits of footage that are unnecessary, maybe I might as well just delete them as well, because I need to make space for others, because given the fact of just how extremely long, I've never ever expected Brock the Investigator to be this very, very long. Yeah, it's just very long. You know, it's massive, isn't it?
It's like, theoretically, could you just like bullshit your
Oh god, you just swore. Even with the shorter clips, especially when there's a lot of swearing involved, much of it would have been done by my hard work on speaking. So, yes, the thing is, I don't know how long have I ever been straightforward, being this so silent. It just feels like I haven't got that much visual ideas of what to really make these days, and I think the other problem is to make a very good 4-hour video like this. I just think back to myself, should I split these into different parts? That would be much better, because obviously, like, the fourth part of Brock the Investigator would have actually made sense if it basically would have just worked better if, let's just say, if it split much better as, let's just say, 2 parts, so that I won't be able to, like, jeopardize the amount of space that I've got at this point. And honestly, it would have been, that would have been fairly awesome. Maybe I could do one when I'm so talkative, and then the other half I'm not that much talkative. But then obviously it's gonna lack the all saying good night YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in for today's video. Any live stream like this is actually kind of even more worse than, let's just say, like, you're watching the next Olympic Games or Paralympics Games ceremony, and I think that's sort of what I think of. I don't know how long this will obviously be lasting. No one even knows, and I mean, that's just what I'm thinking of. I mean, I don't know what it was. And you can just straightforward, can even fly as well too. And you can also fly and commit suicide. Like this goddamn raccoon here. Raccoons can fly and they can die to hell. Because, who knows? And also, yes, speaking about the Simply Red stars, yes, I've actually realised, do you know who Simply Red is? I actually realised who is the real person behind Simply Red. I actually forgot. I've spoken about Italian brain rot, 6'7". It's crazy. I don't know how YouTube really survives on such a vast swathe, thronged with lots and lots of brain rot and that sort of stuff. And I mean, looking at live streams like this is also pure brain rot as well too. And the other problem is that he's also like, yeah.
So he was just stupid and fell.
Yeah, very much so.
Yep. Okay, I think that is the last solution I expected. If this is true, and it seems that way.
Okay, you just swore otherwise. Of course, yes. Yes, I'll be able to straightforward. Yeah, it's almost difficult to really say. Yes, during December, of course, I won't be straightforward featuring Otis Beard because obviously, yeah, don't know if Otis Beard has got the same Christmas themed. Well, let's just call it VTuber related morphs and stuff because I think that's pretty much it.
When's his Davey gonna show up? What's wrong? Because he gave like a pretty alright breakdown at first, but then like finding the other clues, it's like
Yeah.
oh god, this would have been so dark if he like
Yeah.
graphics.
Honestly, yeah, it's also extremely dark. Oh, you just swore again. Well, obviously, I think what could have been better off, I guess, somehow.
So, okay,
Yeah.
it's not said chapter over yet. Let me save. So, is Graf gonna be okay?
Don't know if he is or not.
Because I gave him the pill.
And I think it's.
There he is.
Oh my god. Oh, it's beer! Stop saying that you go to me, please! Don't know if it's actually the exact same chapter or not.
Okay, he's fine. Yeah, so there's some way to make up to it later, possibly. What's wrong? Yes. As I say, glad we could get some money lent, but like again, don't know if that would lead to a problem later.
I'm not sure if this is actually a repeated chapter of what we've just seen in another previous video or something like that. And it's just what it is. I think to go over 4 hours, and I think that's actually going to cost extremely. It's actually going to take a toll. I'm just sort of thinking, yeah, I'll be able to judge myself whether I'll be able to like, you know, obviously on the if there is like a very good chance that I could just straightforward say to myself, yeah.
Find a way to. Oh, hello.
That was a bit of a suspense
Slightly
somehow.
intimidating message, but
Yeah, that is actually much nicer. Get
corporate message. Can't remember.
that is much better, obviously.
Right, so. Ooh, pen and paper. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up this chapter, hopefully. Forgive me, let's forget this, I'm hungry. What to write? Because, like, forgive me or I'm hungry sound. I think I'm hungry comes up a bit more. I think forgive me is, like, that feels more correct. Oh, I already guessed. I'm also hungry, yes. So hopefully they're going to make up. Oh, bird, hello.
Oh god, there's a bird right here. It just shows up somehow. Obviously, apparently yes. I could obviously say that the video could have been split into like 2 parts and stuff.
Yes.
That'd be very much true. Yeah, I could honestly say that the video could at least would have been split at least around 2 parts. This would have been because, yes, to make a video that has 4 hours,
Your shop was shut as well. Cool. Yeah, gotta get this to immediately.
obviously, and yeah, I think this could be the final moment. Honestly, this would have been a video that I would have actually initially thought I could just split into like 2 parts. Even to this moment, I initially just think back to myself, would that really take a toll on my memory? And honestly, yes, and I'm nearly straightforward killing my tablet, and it's also coming up towards midnight. And also, guess what? I'm also killing my tablet. Maybe, who knows? Maybe that is the sort of stream that was very unnecessary. Maybe it was. Maybe that's just what it was. But that for me was unexpected. And I just couldn't believe my eyes of what was going on here. And honestly, I think Otis Beer is also the main reason why he has been depriving my sleep.
So yeah, the chapter's still not done yet, and I am reaching my time limit. And go back to Twitch. Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, thanks for the slightly abrupt message, but yeah, thank you. Let me use a hint. Yeah, so
Oh, you swore.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I've actually still got plentiful amount of memory left. I've still got at least that time. So what I will be able to say is that yes.
So it's like ice. It was ice cream something, wasn't it? Ice cream extras player. It was ice cream cake. not in the inventory. There's no ice cream cake here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I think
So where did the ice cream cake be? Or remote, actually. Tons of drugs. So I might actually have to look up something, to be honest. Honestly, hang on. So yeah, it's a little bit.
you know, it almost feels like double the length, and I wouldn't say probably double. It's actually even more extensive than, let's just say, that. You know, I could also say that during the making of this video, it's in two parts, and I've now also added some visual vlog cues because obviously that's pretty much it, because I don't want to straightforward like overwhelm. Maybe I could do part 1, part 2, and part 3, or part 4. I mean, that could be just straightforward, like, that's just so much, isn't it?
Okay, so I got a refill of an ad. But what did the hint exactly say?
It seems like there's just so many hints.
So I gotta use the remote.
You mean the radar? That's what it was called. I think that's what it's called, a radar.
I'm just surprised, like, ice cream cake in the ostracis candy. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to skip all that dialogue, but I think it's just like anxious trying to get shit done.
Oh, I just swore again. Okay, of course, as we're around midnight, yes, we're finally at the 4-hour mark, and as you can see, you can just see how largely progressive this is.
Again, if needed. Yeah, the thing is, I have more money than Graf, but at the same time, it's.
I think what could have been much more useful is he could have just straightforward, like, I don't know.
Yeah, this is like officially my least favorite part.
Yeah, I know that's very problematic. So,
So I don't want to waste all my money. Is the problem? Full of garbage.
full of garbage.
Okay, so 5.
And obviously, yes, even the more shorter bits as well, too.
Okay, there we go.
Ah, spear! No more, there he goes! Wow, I didn't realise I've just changed pitch somehow.
But at least I got what I was looking for. So now,
Wonder where's it going to?
yeah, slightly, Shay's garage. Right, I need to turn this into her. Don't want to let her down, so I'm glad I didn't, sell the thing. I was very tempted because it would have given a lot of money. Materials, there we go.
Not again! Otis Beer! Oh my gosh! Do you really have to do this? It's midnight already, Otis, and you've just screwed everything up! Oh my gosh. You really have disturbed the neighbors on purpose, Otis Beer, and that is just completely wrong.
Okay, so I'll save here. I'll do the fights because I think that is the chapter end. I think, but if I'm not feeling it, if I die a few too many times, I will resume
I think one of the best solutions is if I'm dealing with a 4-hour stream, make them as 2-hour streams, and if there's anything that's very silent, I can just probably put a mark. I can just straightforward I can just put it as some sort of oh no, I think it's I don't again, this is something Don't stop! My gosh. Sorry, I just gone straight for saying there you go. So much. Again, I'm really sorry. Sorry, it always seems to be like this. Every time when he does that. Sorry, it always seems to does that a lot. I'm trying to straightforward find a way to get out of this misery. Like all these fight scenes are just straightforward pissing me off. Sorry, like literally. Sorry, I didn't mean to think about this. Cause obviously, yeah. Stop saying there you go to me, please, Otis! Oh, you just swore. Okay, I've also have deleted quite a few unnecessary clips here, but yes, I would probably have to say, split this thing into like 2 parts, because obviously, you know, I don't want to straightforward overwhelm my tablet's SD card to go really, really chronic, because that would be much more sensible. If it's got a silent part, that would be final. Honestly, or even if I get too mad, I'd probably slam the windowsill instead. I think you don't have any food. You don't have any food. You don't have any food, Otis! Because guess what? You are going to freaking... You are going to die. No, I didn't. You don't have any food, Otis. It was just empty. I think... Yeah. You can just probably just say, yes, you can just give up as you... Yeah, my battery, again, I think, yes, splitting it into like 2 parts, and I might also say, hey, you know, if I was going to be doing a 4-hour stream like this, mind you, because my tablet is extremely limited, I might as well just straightforward give it like 2 hours. Maybe, you know, if it's a 4-hour stream, just give it like 2 hours. Or if it's like 5 hours, I would say 2 hours and 2.5. You have no food! You will starve to death!
Or is the food like single use?
This is just so funny.
It seems to be used in the moment.
Actually realizing, oh, I forgot. Yes, Simply Red. Let me just find out. What's his name? Who's the person behind this? Okay. Who's the singer's name? He actually looks like this. Oh, it's Mick Hucknall. So that's what he looks like. Basically, this is what I would imagine. Him looking like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it looks like. Without... Oh, he just swore. Ah, spear! No more there goes, please. I'm warning you. Blimey, yeah, and I nearly killed off my throat. Honestly, I wonder what my throat would be like during around after midnight. You know, what it would be like just to waste that somehow.
Is there something I missed? Oh, the crate.
I never thought I'd be just straightforward raging that hard.
Like half health.
Yeah, give up, freak. You're not gonna make it.
Yeah, how am I supposed to get past this without, like, refilling health? I got a stick. Yeah, unless I'm just massively underpowered for this.
Yes.
Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, what happens if I do? Wait, Brock's just upside down. Hello.
I wonder what's going on with him.
Stuck upside down. Okay, this is a glitch. Because it's like, oh my god, what is this sequence? Yeah, like, Brock is just stuck upside down.
Do you think that would be very good to end the video here, wouldn't it?
There's like, so I barely get any food. Yeah. So I barely get any food, and the fight, I'm probably underpowered.
Yeah, probably because I think you're just wasting your time. I think all you're doing is basically just wasting your time just to accomplish this game and make me feel like yes, you're just stupid because obviously all you're doing is just blabbering and over the top.
Might give me a food menu if I can't pick anything
Yes.
for later.
I could also, if I'm not straightforward saying good day YouTubers and thank you for tuning in for today's video, I could obviously use that as a voiceover message and that sort of thing. That could be it, wouldn't it?
Whatever, I'll just try and save the food
Oh, you just swore.
for the bombs.
Yeah, there's just so much of it. Oh no! Otis Beer! Damn you! Do you have to say there you go all the time? Please! You are just straightforward pissing me off, Otis. It is not fair to just say there you go in front of my face. Please, Otis B, if you just don't stop saying there you go, I'll have to report to you even more, okay? You know what? I am going to report you now. Right, let me just report to him now before, okay, let me just report live stream. Okay, I need a file report. Right, obviously, let me just see, right. I am gonna start, miscategorized content, or, I don't know, I wouldn't say that. Let's just say advocating harassment. I don't know, it's just too much. Okay, let me just this. He was stubbornly playing this game for 4 hours, or almost as 5 hours, which is just horrible, considerably considering that this game. Oh, he just swore. Okay, one thing I have done so far was to basically remove clips that just run extremely short. This is actually something I have been doing. Sorry I have to go through so many run-ins and sorry if I'm raging extremely hard because it's.
Past this fight, unlike the other one. Because the thing is, yeah, here's my food inventory.
Please stop being out of context of this beer! Don't you ever say there you go right in front of my face again! If you ever say there you go, I'll have to report you. Do you hear me? I know this hurts so much. You believe me or not, I mean, that is the problem, okay? So, yes, I have basically made reports to Otis Beer so many times about him saying there you go. And guess what? That's the only thing, that is the only issue here. I have to say, every time when he says there you go, that is the real problem behind this. I mean, if I go back to Malaysia, none of this would have happened. This is definitely all your fault, Otis Beer. Yeah, very much so,
Yeah, that RJ one. Oof.
Oh, not again, Otis Beer! Please. Enough with the there you goes. Right, we're already tired of you, and that is what happens. Every time when I rage hard, another sore throat event hits. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this chapter's like surprisingly lengthy, but again, I'm hoping it's wrapping up.
Yeah, me too, because obviously I'm very, very tired. That's just what it is.
Talk to strangers.
I think the much better option is I'd rather let Otis Beer just say no to the fight, because that would have been better, wouldn't it? Like, that would have been so much better in that case.
Oh, they stole his phone, so it's like.
I will also, yes, that's very much so. Okay, let's see how long, oh my god, 4 hours and 26 minutes, do you really believe of how extremely long this stream is? That is exceptionally long. Oh. Yeah, and also realizing that the dialogue is also. I've also realized that the dialogue has also been used.
Mr. Legendary. Wait, so they're known? They were here earlier.
I mean, there was. I mean,
No, I'm just kidding, lol. Oh, okay, fair enough. The policeman.
the same thing for us.
What's the speech of the guy on the right? Mix between cat and otter. I think it was like he's like some kind of. Wait, no, I think he's just. No, that's his friend. I'm trying to think.
I'm probably guessing he's more of a cat.
I think just cat.
Yeah, just a cat, I think, going by the looks of it. I'd say more like a cat, going by the looks of him, of course.
It's like some kind of brawl bar. Truth, you don't.
Oh, virtual reality fights. Wow, that is something I never thought they would be doing. So yes, obviously, because of the fact it's been like 4 hours, and actually yes, I'm actually splitting both of these into like 2 separate parts, but I have to actually go ahead and do the third Brock the Investigator part first, because that's the problem. If I don't make that video, then my tablet is doomed. I have no more memory. That's final. No more new content, just delayed videos, and that's final. So that's very much what it is.
Wow, instantly forgiven. It all connects. Yeah, the boxing.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's forget.
Yeah, obviously, that.
I was just worried. I'd like,
This is almost like how society is like, I guess. Maybe the cat is me, and Brock is definitely Yoda Spear.
like I'm happy, but at the same time, it's like, whew, bullet dodged.
Oh man, I don't know what to really say. The cutscenes, it's extremely long, but it is somewhat getting there. Because, you know, that's just what it is. Oh well, obviously, no more secrets, and no more paradoxes. Yeah, obviously, if it was like 5 hours, yeah. And if it was like 3 hours, if it was like 6 hours, I'd probably just split it for about 3 hours.
What do I give him? Give him cat fur. The pendant seems symbolic.
Almost feels like I'm watching a movie or something. And yeah, that's just what it is. Oh, you just swore. Okay, it almost feels like that is an extremely long video. I don't know how much I could really say. So there's been a massive swathe of subjects that we've been actually going through, and it seems like that the Otis Beer Streams videos, which have been going around since 2022, and the fact that we've been starring this raccoon, it will just be a distant living curse. It's not going to be a memory, it's going to be just a curse. Somehow. Again, you just swore. So obviously, I'm just going to straightforward leave it as it is, because I cannot even straightforward say, hey, can I keep this or not? Because obviously, if I added everything all up together, this would be just straightforward, very, very bad. But there you go. That is like, I think that is just the ending of the cutscene somehow. That's just what it is. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh. Oh. And honestly, I think all of these small little swears, and obviously, with all these little short clips, and honestly, we've just gone through so many different things, the Italian brain rot, all these cringe memes, what if this was straightforward being posted on TikTok? I mean, that would be straightforward, very crazy. I don't know. Yeah. And oh my gosh, my tablet battery is nearly dying out of hell. But, right.
Oh my gosh, that was okay. So the crane stuff, not my favorite part.
Thank goodness. Oh yes! Thank goodness. I don't know what to really say. Oh, he just swore. Well, I can honestly say that Otis Beer Stream has basically now been concluded for about 4 hours and 37 minutes. And it's completely and utterly done. You know what that caused? An what fall full of stars straight into your arms. I feel you. I hope you're not comprehend. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, am I gonna get another sore throat? Definitely. Right. Thank goodness. Proper ending, finally. If you really enjoyed it or not, please give this video a very good like or not. Subscribe more for such videos in the future. As always, thanks so much for watching. End of this painful stream. Extremely so long. And it's bye for now. Finally, I'm out of here. Goodbye, Otis Beer. You're not welcome here.